Hello, everybody. All right. People are starting to come on. Welcome in. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. For those of you that are watching this at a different time that's not live, as we always say, these are the awkward few moments on social media as we wait for people to come on. Georgina, how are you? Happy Wednesday. Good to have you on. As y'all are coming in here, make sure you start sharing this. Jeffrey Adams, good to see you. I'm going to talk about you in a minute, Jeffrey Adams, so you just stay on here with me. Melina, bless you. Melina, thank you for your review, by the way. One of the first to get the book and write the review. Ryan Cross, love you, brother. Appreciate you. Hope you're doing well. Glad to have you on. YouTube, come on in. James Kozad, hey, good to have you on, James. Love you, love your family. Come on in. Jeffrey Adams, I said I'm going to talk about you in a minute, and it's going to be good, I promise. So stay on, stay on. Annie Salgado, love you. Happy Wednesday to you, Bruno, and the rest of the Salgado family. Glad to have you guys on. Come on in and share this as you guys are coming on. Some of y'all can send out a text, and maybe got some other people you want to share this with. We're going to have an amazing conversation. It won't be a long one. I know y'all are tired after the end of the day, but it's Wednesday night, so why not just talk a little bit, share a little bit. James, I'm glad you're getting the book on Friday. It's on its way. Good, good. I'm hoping it gets there, and it is a blessing to you. We're going to give you guys a chance here in a little bit to talk about what the book's been saying to you, what you've been feeling as you've been reading through it. I've been so blessed with the reviews, and we're going to talk about that in a minute with everybody getting the book and then going on Amazon and sharing their thoughts. I'm going to talk about why that's so important in a minute. But thank you guys again for just the support and getting the word out. Joel, good to have you on. From Durham, you know, I was just there. I was in Raleigh. Oh, goodness. Wednesday of last week, my wife's over there. She's going to jump in here in just a minute. She's doing her makeup in the corner of the office, so she's going to be on here in a minute to say hello. But yeah, it was last Wednesday, a week ago today, as a matter of fact. I was over there chopping it up with some good friends of mine. Tatiana, great to have you on. Angela, great to have you on. BJ, hey BJ, good to have you on as well. Connection's a little shady there for a minute, but I think we're back on. Oh, that's right, Joel. That's right, we did see each other there. Bless you. Our connection's a little spotty, so forgive me, guys. I think it's back on. Facebook was giving us a little bit of problems. And Annie, you're kissing up again. She said, Pastor Christina, don't need any makeup.
Yes,
That's what, hey, I said the same thing, but she didn't believe me. You can say yes all you want, but that doesn't make you coming out here without your makeup. Keisha, hey, bless you. Your book hasn't arrived yet. You got a cry face. Oh, come on, Amazon. Come quickly, Amazon. Come quickly. All right. Good to have you guys. I'll share this because we're going to talk just for a few minutes. As I said earlier, it's Wednesday. Y'all are tired. We've had a long day, but it's been an exciting, not just day, but a couple days as Healing Hurts is out everywhere. And I'm going to give those of you that do have your copy, just in about 5 minutes, I'm going to give you an opportunity to share some of your thoughts. So stay on this live with me. And even if you're watching it on a replay, I would still love to hear your thoughts on it as well. Because some of you are already digging into this and you're like, oh, yeah, you're feeling some things and God's showing you some things and speaking to you. So I want to give you an opportunity in about 5 to 6 minutes to share some of those thoughts and some of those sentiments. So make sure that you stay on with us live here and we'll have that discussion. A big thank you to all of you, not only for purchasing, but those of you that have left reviews. So important for us and what we're doing with our placement on Amazon. Reviews are extremely important. Obviously, purchases are important as well. But reviews play a big part in helping us with the algorithm and helping us with our placement on Amazon. And some of you have been texting, you've been sending messages through social media. Hey, I put up a review, but it didn't show up. Don't be discouraged. Sometimes it takes a day, maybe even a little bit longer sometimes for reviews to post. So don't be discouraged. Thank you for leaving them. And if you haven't left a review yet and you've gotten your book, please leave a review. Super, super, super important. Ellie, glad to have you on as well. Of course, I know who you are. Glad to have you on. Hope you and your family are doing well. So yeah, guys, make sure you go onto Amazon, leave a review. Now, a minute ago, I said I wanted to give a shout out to Jeffrey Adams. Jeffrey Adams is a great friend and great partner of our ministry, great supporter of our ministry. I got to see him in Chattanooga a while ago when I popped up to preach for Bishop Kevin Wallace. He came over to hang out with me and been following me, and we've been connected for several years. And he has just been doing an amazing job preaching the gospel of healing hurts. I think people at your job, Jeffrey, are just buying the book because they're sick of you talking about it. But either way, they're purchasing a book and God's going to use it to touch their life. So shout out to you, Jeffrey, for going to work and preaching the gospel of healing hurts to your coworkers, to your boss, and of course to your family. You're getting everybody out there to get the book that's around you. So I want to encourage every one of you guys to do the same thing. Man, encourage your coworkers. Jeffrey was telling me that he just was helping them actually buy the book, grabbing their device and walking them through how to do it. So I pray that evangelistic anointing to fall on all of you to spread this great word of healing hurts. Continued traffic, guys, over the next couple weeks is so vital, so important. You guys are so strong in all the social media posts, the stories, the screenshots, and everything. You guys have been amazing. Let's keep that traffic up. Let's keep the conversation up over these next few weeks. And of course, let's continue to do everything we can to purchase more copies, to encourage other people to purchase copies. I've been telling you guys in our videos we've been posting every day, which, by the way, I hope y'all are enjoying. Christmas is right around the corner. Great Christmas gifts. I don't know if Miss Mary from our church is watching tonight. She usually watches everything, but she's buying one of these every week until Christmas. So Miss Mary's family is going to have a Healing Hurts kind of a Christmas. All right. Those of you that have already gotten the book and are starting to dig in, Pastor Christina, come say hey to everybody.
Oh. Hey,
this is my beautiful bride. She's got her makeup, but didn't even need it, as Annie said.
No, I needed it.
Didn't need it. Come on in.
Integrity always.
Integrity always. Integrity always. All right, say hey to everybody.
Hey, everybody.
We got people on YouTube and Facebook here.
The devotional.
Tell them about it. This is amazing news, guys.
Listen very cool. We are now on YouVersion, the Bible app. I'm sure most of you are familiar with it. But we have a 4-day Healing Hurts devotional. And let me tell you, it is solid. It is so good, so inspirational. And I love it because it's a great segue into Healing Hurts. And a lot of people are like, what is Healing Hurts all about? Send them the 4-day devotional. It just takes a few minutes a day, and then just say, if you like what you're doing there, go buy the book. But it truly will bless you guys, so make sure y'all get that, okay?
Yeah. That's a pretty amazing thing to be on that, the YouVersion.
Yes.
And part of a devotional. So we're looking forward to developing a little bit more of that as we go. So make sure you guys are on that, download it however y'all do it, and follow along with it. Also on our Facebook Live, we're doing Facebook and YouTube Live right now. And on Facebook, I've put the link for the purchase of the book. If you guys haven't already gotten it, make sure that you do, because it's going to be an absolute blessing to you. All right, a couple of you I know have already gotten the book and have started to dig in. Anyone want to share any thoughts about it real quick? I'm not reading it again myself. I've read the thing so much, I feel like I have half of it memorized already. Even though, I wrote it, there's still so many things, that as I was reading through that were new and just fresh to me. That's the way, revelation works. And I feel there's a lot of revelation. It's not just knowledge and experience and stuff learned through experience, but there's a lot of scripture in there and a lot of insight into, yes, healing, emotional healing and spiritual healing, but through the wonderful miracles that Jesus performed. Faith to access the miraculous is congruent. It's the same whether you are believing for physical wholeness, physical healing, or emotional, spiritual healing. Faith to access the miraculous is the same. Obedience in the process to access the miraculous is the same. So, I'm just excited about what you guys are going to be feeling and experiencing as you read and as you dig in deeper and deeper. Annie, you're going to be through it in 4 days. How you feeling so far with it? Is it good? You guys are enjoying it? You know, your husband's reading it as well, I think. If not, he needs to be. He needs as much word as he can get. And I hope he's on here watching as well so he can take that as a word of the Lord from his pastor. But we are excited about this message, and I know you guys are as well. You've really been strong in supporting it. You've been behind us 100%, and we're very grateful for that. November 16th, we're doing a book signing at the church, New Beginnings Church, the church we pastor in Orlando, Florida. And we'll be doing a book signing after the 9 o'clock service and the 11 o'clock service. It's gonna be a great day. I'm preaching a message called The Blame Game. And it's some stuff from the book, but it's a little bit of a different perspective of some things. And we're gonna have a great time jumping in. And Annie says it feels like
you're preaching
as you're reading it. I hope that's a good thing. I think you meant that as a compliment, Annie. I'm sure you did. Facing fear, Melina says, in so many areas that can delay blessing and what God has in store for us. Boy, that's absolutely true. And I've come to be convinced in my own life. Y'all can preach your own sermon. But for myself, a lot of delays I've experienced in my life have been my own doing. They've been a result of me not facing something, dealing with something, whether it's fear or whatever. And Healing Hurts really does have a way of making us take a look under the hood and look internally at the way we think, the way we process, the way we do what we do. As a matter of fact, there's a whole chapter called Why We Do What We Do. And we get into all of that good stuff. So it's an amazing thing. November 16th, book signing. For those of you that are part of the church, listen, that book signing is for you. Now, if you're not from the area and you want to come and hang out with us, hey, awesome. You're more than welcome. We're still waiting on our publisher to set up a date for signing at Barnes & Noble, hopefully in Altamont Springs, but that will be something completely separate. We don't want there to be confusion. That's something the publisher will be doing, but November 16th, Sunday morning, 9 and 11 a.m. services at New Beginnings, book signing for you, our church family, and of course, again, anyone who wants to come hang out and be a part of it. I want to just pray that God would continue to bless this. And I really, now that people are getting the book in hand and they're starting to dig in, it's my prayer that God would begin to do what we wrote the book, the purpose behind the book. And that's to see God just begin to open your heart and begin to dig deep and to help you face some stuff that might not be pleasant, some stuff you may not want to face, but things that are necessary to face in order for you to overcome and to be everything that you need to be. Valentina, thank you for your order. I just saw your comment come on there. Bless you, and thank you for that. Appreciate that. But I think it's just a time for the body of Christ to face those ugly things, to face some of the things that have been traumatic that we haven't had the tools to maybe deal with when they've happened. And as the saying, we say it a lot, undealt with wounds turn into infections. Infections turn into dysfunction, and dysfunction turns into sabotage. And there's a lot of people who are experiencing sabotage because of those undealt with wounds. Jeffrey, the line on the back cover that reads, Jonathan Miller didn't just survive, he healed.
Love that.
If he can heal you, he can. Come on. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And that is the thing. That's the testimony. And we go through what we go through. So when we come out on the other side of it, we can let everyone else know, hey, if God did it for me, he can do it for you. He's not a respecter of persons. I preached about this past Sunday. Sometimes all it takes to win is just be standing when the battle's over. You know, some fights are just won because you're the last person standing. And I think it's important that when you come out of something and you've stood through something, that you go strengthen other people that have been through it. Why in the world would we go through it if we're not going to help other people? And I want to end our time together on this live with just bringing your attention to something that I put as the conclusion of the book. And I know some of you are just starting, like, why are you talking about the conclusion? I want to just give you a little insight and give you some perspective as to where you're going. And I just feel this is so important, even in the moment that we're in, that we would have a different perspective on what transparency really is. That we would gain a different perspective on what realness is. You know, we're living in a digital age, social media. You know, people say real is getting out of bed in the morning with no makeup and doing, you know, a Facebook Live, or real is letting people know that you're fighting with your spouse. But real is not, to me anyway, defined by how good you are at giving the details of what you're going through or how extensive the details are that you give. Real and transparent has to do with letting people see and feel the pain. When Jesus was raised from the dead and he appeared to his disciples, he told Thomas, feel my scars and feel my scars. Remember, Thomas was the one who doubted. He didn't know, are you really you, Jesus? And he said, don't just look at my scars, touch them, feel them, see them and feel them. So there's a message in that not only when we talk about our pain should we allow people to see it, we should allow people to feel it. Details are details, but feelings are feelings. They can be felt. And you can tell people I was this, I was that, I was abused, I was abandoned, this person did this, that. And maybe they don't feel that because they didn't experience what you experienced. But if you allow them to feel the pain behind it and allow them to experience some of the pain and emotion that's behind it, everyone can relate to pain. And if the ministry of Jesus needed validation by Thomas in that moment, and by validation of his ministry, I mean Thomas needed to see and feel those scars to know this is my Jesus. There's a principle in that as well, and this is in the book. It's our scars, guys, that identify us to those that we're called to reach. I thank God for degrees. I thank God for accomplishments. I thank God for associations. I've got accomplishments all over this office in here, and associations and partnerships with different ministries and coverings from different, thank God for all that. But it's the scars in our life.
Yes.
It's what we've survived and been through, what we've healed from, that qualify us to minister and identify us to those that we really are called to reach. Most of you that follow us, those of you who go to New Beginnings, you've been through some stuff. That's why we've connected, because you've identified through our transparency and our realness of the pain. You've said, hey, that's a voice we need in our life. That's someone God can use to minister to us. So the last part of that, the conclusion of the book, is don't hide your scars. And so many of us have been taught to hide them, to cover them up, to pretend like they didn't happen, but our scars identify us to those who are called to reach. And our scars, hear this, and then we're going to pray, they actually speak more of our healing than they do our injury. They do. I've got this scar on my hand, and those of you that are in the book reading it, if you're not there, you will get there when I talk about this scar on my hand. A lot of the revelation of the book, as a matter of fact, the title of the book came from that. Our scars tell a story. They don't disqualify us, they qualify us. And they speak more of our healing than they do our injury, because they don't hurt anymore. They're a reminder of hurt, they're a reminder of injury. I can kind of, feel the pain of what that was like when that happened all those years ago. But it doesn't hurt anymore because it's a scar. It's not a wound. Wounds hurt. Scars don't. And my prayer through Healing Hurts is that God will bring you to a point of healing, to a place where you'll see what happened. There will be a mark. There will be evidence. But the pain of it will be gone, and that God would turn your scars into a testimony. An amazing story, as he did with my life and with my family. He can turn your scars into an amazing story. Your scars tell a story. And don't you dare, in Jesus' name, don't you dare let the devil convince you that your scars disqualify you from God using you. They qualify you for God to use you. So don't hide those scars, and don't hide your excitement. Your joy for healing hurts. Continue to get the word out there. Let anybody and everybody that you can know about it. It's going to be a blessing to those of you that already have it. Keep digging in, keep posting, keep pushing. And let's see what God will do through this message. It's not just a book. Let's see what he'll do through this message, Healing Hurts. Thanks for hanging with me. Share this with as many people as you can. Love you all.